where do you think we're at as a culture and as a society, man? I think those matriarchs of our families, man, are becoming extinct, man.
Yeah.
How do we get that back?
As a nation, or as a culture, I think we're in an identity crisis, man.
Okay.
You have grandmothers, man, that are now mothers.
Right.
They're taking care of their kids, and they can't be that role. They can't even step in that role because they can't separate it. They're one and one. It's just all one.
Right.
I just think we're in an identity crisis, man. We just, we're confused. Well, we're confused as a nation, one, but as a culture in whole, I think we're searching for it. We're searching for who we are in the wrong places. Sometimes I think we so trying to make it that we lose ourselves along the way. That we just so caught up on, I got to get that bag, or I got to do this, I got to do. And then we start worrying about what other people think of us. We got to wear this, we got to look this way, we got to act this way, that we lose who we are.
Wow, chasing.
And then all of a sudden you look up, the person don't even look the same. They don't act the same because they sold themselves out along the way.
Wow, bro.
When we were growing up, no matter what happened, we can go to grandma.
Right.
Even in the neighborhoods, what happened to Big Mama?
Yeah, bro.
Every neighborhood had a Big Mama.
Yeah, you're right.
Now we don't have, you don't have no big, little, no mama. I mean, you got young
invisible
lady,
mama.
You got, I mean, it's just, I think a lot of the grandparents, man, we've lost the respect for the elderly or the people who were here before us. I mean, I think I told you a story of that young man, the older gentleman I met in the airport.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, when he told me that we don't love ourselves.
Wow.
We don't even love ourselves.
Wow. You hear this, man? 60 cal.
We don't love ourselves to the point where, how can we love someone else when we don't love ourselves? And we don't get that. I mean, I can say 100 times.
Yeah.
My grandmother was the example of love.
Right.
She was that. She didn't even have to say it. She didn't have to tell me she loved me.
Bro, my grandma.
She don't have to say it 100 times.
Bro, that's the realest thing.
My grandma used to always say, baby, you don't ever want to be a leaking vessel so that if I say something, I got to keep saying it.
Hold on. You got to say that one more time. Say that nice and slow, bro. So
it's when someone says something to you, you don't want to be a leaking vessel that they have to keep saying it over and over, because when they say it, it runs out a little hole. So when my grandmother says, I love you, it didn't have to be said. I can look at her and know, because my vessel, she made sure that I was full, that there was no leaks in my grandbaby.
Bro.
Now, parents have their role in that. My mom and dad were awesome.
Yeah.
But there was a different relationship I had with grandma.
Right.
But my mom and dad could do this, but the foundation was my grandparents, bro.
Look, it's a new wave. Before I touch earth, God had my plan paid. Don't let me get in the spirit, them demons getting slayed. If you live by the sword, you dying by the blade. Always stay one move ahead, never can be played.